All right, we are live.
Wahoo! Hello, world.
Do you
Oh,
even know what week of Singalingables this is? I want to say six or
I
our
I have
session.
something like that.
We've been
I
doing
have
this
no
for over
idea, Nick.
a
What what are singlingables?
week ago.
um, yeah,
That's
well,
good.
I whatever week it is, I'm excited to be back for this Create with TSI space, and I know over time it'll catch on with other creators coming on and showcasing projects. But just to kind of set some intention for our time today, which is recently I heard somebody say every meeting should start like that. Like just state your intention. um, uh, so we're looking at the backstory of Snarky Platypus, aka Nick, and we're also going to highlight a project where people meeting together online and collaborating through creativity has suddenly turned into a project that can be monetized and possibly, I think the direction we're headed in is a little company called Singalingables. So yeah, that's to kick us off.
I feel like there needs to be a studio, and Singalingables is part of that. First project of many projects.
Pixio Pictures. I mean, it's got alliteration. It tells you exactly what it is. That's got to be something like Pixio Pictures or uh,
Dan
Pixie.
Julie, Dan Julie Studios.
Um,
Dan Julie Rutro Nicol Ross
we're gonna,
Morgan Sharon Studios. Yes.
yeah, add in a few more people there.
Yeah. Or we can come up with some kind of acronym that's an anagram, and just like we have the first letter, and then that could actually be really interesting for a company name. But that is kind of the macro of what we're talking about is the conversations that have to be had when you first start incorporating with people, because like there's that part of the word incorporate, corp. It means a body. You're going from all these different bodies to one body that has like one main purpose and goal and function. So it is often something that we don't have enough conversations before we let excitement in collaboration carry us into incorporating. um, so this has just been the most fun I've ever had in starting to build a business. So maybe we should introduce ourselves, just so folks might know who we are. My name is Dan, and I am the Chief Academic Officer for the David Z Foundation. That's a nonprofit. We make music videos with kids around the world on academic and social emotional subjects. But I'm also just a composer, performer, and educator. And so that's what I do. So Nick, what's your tie to TSI?
I am vice president and co-founder of TSI. It's a nonprofit. We've been working with schools, students, teachers, companies for the past 10 years. And I am also a developer here at AI Tutor and Pixio. And we will be using Pixio and AI Tutor, both tools, for a lot of the creation for Singaling.
Always. Yes. And then we've also got Julie.
Hi guys, I am Julie, and we all met with the Idea to Impact class on X that is ran by Tech in Schools and the Innovators Think Tank crew, and I think we've just kind of all bonded over Susie, the original
Mm-hmm.
member of Singalingables. And
Here, I gotta share this one.
yeah, I'm a designer, and so I guess what am I? The design lead and chief asset manager and the
Yeah.
narrator
Yep.
of this.
We get to make up our own titles. I love it.
Yeah. So,
You,
yeah.
Yeah.
you can wear as many hats as you like.
Exactly. So yeah, we this whole Singalingables project. Let me share the Slack tab. What's cool is we actually during this in this TSI Slack channel, we're pioneering / piloting, at least I think we are, a way that we can take these different creators that come together and work together and see each other all the time in classes, on spaces, and learning about how we can utilize AI and all of the surrounding technologies within our daily work. We actually created a project channel that it has its own like task management system and project tracking, project overview, workflows, which is my new favorite word. And then there's just like the social piece of it. But I think the coolest part is that it just automatically connects all of our files that we, let me zoom out a little bit, that we have. So this is everything that we've created together. And it just kind of aggregates them there. So I guess before we get started on our little project for today, all these little adorable characters, Julie just made today. Like I'll tell, when I say stop, that's when she, that's stuff that's not from today. But all this, so all this is today, then stop. So this is the Betty Boop inspired character, which I love. And
I think
these
favorite ones.
Yeah, those are awesome. So what all of these little characters are renderings of this. And these were made by pre-K students in Florida, in Miami. And we're working with through Global Lighthouse Studios, through Donna Guerin. She's connected us with the Keeping the Blues Alive Foundation. And these little puppet characters were designed by the students. And then Julie took that little initial imagination spark and fanned it into this creation flame. And then these are not puppets, these people. This is Chloe, that is the lead singer for one of the songs, and this is Jake, the lead singer for one of the other songs. And so we've got all of these wonderful characters that the kids created. And we're making 2 animated music videos with these schools that are blues songs. And one is on space, so obviously we need some aliens, and this I'm assuming these are aliens because Julie, I think you did a great job of giving options. Like this one, like this bird, for example. I think these are 2 options of the same character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
so 2 renderings. And so there's just a little bit of back and forth collaboration with these. I love this one with these students who are 3 and 4 years old, that they will be picking their favorites. Like here's another one. I think option A and option B will have them experience A/B testing and see which one they like the best for each of the characters that they designed. And I really love this one too. I love all of them, but
I couldn't tell if that was a cat or if it was a bear or what it was in the picture.
Is that this one?
From their images, from their drawings. So yeah. So when I just uploaded those images into Flux on Pixio and the subject, Flux subject, and then tried to get a few of each,
Mm-hmm.
to see what it would come up with.
Yeah, but so that's a project that came about for this brand, Singalingables. And I loved your process there, Julie. I mean, I think it's so important to consider, like, where do these ideas come from, and then like with the line of work that I do, it's always how can we give the creator the most agency when we're doing design work for someone, and what better critics than a 3-year-old, because they will tell you like it is. It's like that's not what it looks like. You're like, okay, well, describe. Can you draw it again? Something like that. We really want to capture their imagination and have these characters come to life, because there's a film team that will be working with them, and they'll shoot green screen footage of the kids actually singing this song that they're writing, this little blues song about visiting outer space, and one about visiting other places in the world. And then we'll get to have them actually interact with their characters from this puppet show. The puppet show. It's like a big complicated puppet show we're making. But just to kind of highlight what you were saying before, Julie, I want to see. There's this little company building page. So let's see. I guess I'm project manager and music manager. I totally made all these up. Design lead and chief asset manager is Julie. Engineering and awesomeness leads are Ross, Nick, and Alistair, better known as TSI. And then connection, consistency, and collaboration lead and Foley design lead is Astro. Astro Rutro. So we have to, I need to reach back out to Endless Days of Summer as well, and connect. So maybe if she's around, it would be great to connect with her. We also have to add in Morgan and Sharon. So I think we can do that live before we hop onto this project of Nick's backstory.
And we should also have maybe like a list of like who the casts are. So which every character, who's every character gonna be, and at least so we know. I know we have Sharon, Betty Boop.
Mm-hmm.
We have Morgan, the squirrel. Do we have the names for the squirrel? Not
yet. We do have a name for. What was the name for the squirrel? I'm trying to remember, because we do have somewhere in all of our documents and files, we do have. Here's the pages document, and we have the original cast. So we have a pilot for this Singalingables project. And this is, I think, where the cast list is. But yeah, you're right. I think if we can get that into Slack as we get incorporated.
And do we have like a where it's gonna take place for the show for the?
I don't think we do. So okay. Let's do. Oh wait. There's a project tracker. Maybe that has everything. See, this is when we start going down a rabbit hole. This is the daylight savings one that we have some of the assets for. The due date was 3/12/25. I don't think we made it. But I think a lot of these are really important to have. And just to be able to come in and use these fluidly. So I don't know. It's probably not the best use of our time right now going through all this, but I think we should have kind of like a little company meeting sometime. But here's some homework for Morgan and Sharon. You guys need to come up with your titles, and we can add you to the team officially with your official titles. So just to kind of start this adventure. Oh my goodness. Speaking of adventures, I cannot get this to get back to, I'm struggling. I think it's because I'm zoomed in so much. I can't get back to the main page.
Oh, try the back button at the top left. Is that gonna work?
Yes, you're so smart. All right, so smart. So yeah, here's your homework. Morgan and Sharon, you guys need to come up with your roles. But back to this, what we're doing, this Snarky Platypus. We have this Snarky Platypus song. I don't know if my computer will let me play it. No, for some reason it won't. But we need to come up with your backstory next. So let me just ask you some things, and then I think we can go to some creativity in Pixio. Let me get out of this web version of Slack. I'm so not used to it. I gotta get back to where I'm used to things.
I definitely think Ross would classify me as snarky.
Really? Well, okay. So tell me about your childhood, Snarky. Where did this all begin? As a baby platypus.
So like,
I,
continue. What were you gonna say
I
now?
was just I think we need to kind of make your base image, because like let's see, I don't think we really looked at this yet, right?
Now, question.
This website.
So TuneCraft is currently down, so I'm surprised you're seeing it. I think you need a refresh, Pixio.
Oh no, what's currently down?
TuneCraft that you were just
Oh
showing?
yeah, I know it's I know it's down. It's still there, but it doesn't work right now.
Yeah. But there are other audio models that you can try out.
Yeah. No, I've been doing audio all day pretty much for one of our schools, just getting some ideas. That's what I love about generating audio within Pixio, is you can just use it as an idea generator, and then it just you can kind of go off in a direction. But I'm not used to making hip hop songs, and this one in Chicago happens to be a hip hop song, so I'm just like, all right, I got some information from them about what adjectives would work for the hip hop. But so are you guys seeing this little picture of all the characters so far, or most of the characters? We don't have Morgan and we don't have Sharon's character on here. This was one of our first collaborations. I do love Ross's face. This is hair director. It's one of my favorites. Like, because we got to show the T-shirt that says "That's a you problem." We got to find that too. But here's Snarky. This is, So I think we need to first get that's me. That's Timmy Tenor. But this is Snarky Platypus. See, ITT plus TSI equals happy face. But Snarky always is in a pink T-shirt that says the word Snarky on it. And that's all I know so far about Snarky. So I would say, Nick, let's have you build a character as you would make a character sheet in Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
I mean, did you play D&D?
Yeah.
Because I did too. Okay, I knew we could be friends. Yeah, let's do this. So what do you think we should use, Julie? Like, what's your favorite one? Pick your poison. What's your favorite image generator, Julie? Like, of the moment?
For these, I like to use Flux, either Ultra or Unlimited.
Let's go Unlimited. Nick? What's the difference between Ultra and Unlimited?
They're just, they have certain different customizations that you can make. So, for example, if you did Fluxcraft Ultra, you probably won't have all those different abilities, different models, for example.
Within here,
So there's three fluxes that you can go for. There's one in images, where it's generate images, and then you'll see Fluxcraft. And then you have Fluxcraft Ultra, which is a lot more simple.
Here's
and then
Ultra,
you have
Unlimited.
So if you jump around to each one, you could find your favorite and work with that.
I typically go to Fluxcraft Unlimited, but recently, and I mentioned this last time, ImagineCraft has become my go-to when I'm wanting to add a really super specific thing, because y'all taught me how to use the masks and get exactly what I want and do some in-painting or out-painting or removal. So that was really cool. But I kind of want to hear from you, Nick. Like, how would you describe yourself, knowing the baseline for Snarky Platypus? Let's kind of codify this platypus as first order of business. And if we want, I've got a couple of images that I made on Grok on X that I can pull in if you want to use a baseline, or if you want to just kind of start from scratch.
I really like the ones you made for sure. But if you want, we can try to see what it can come up with, and see if it kind of gets us the response that we're looking for.
Yeah.
So I feel like Snarky Platypus wasn't always snarky, right? So he has to have this soft, very sad or lonely demeanor in a way, right? Because everyone's
Oh,
kind
like
of
Eeyore.
and
Okay.
and maybe by the end of the story, maybe Snarky Platypus isn't snarky anymore. Who knows?
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, well, I think I have a feeling this is going to be like The Simpsons. We're creating an entire universe. There is no when it's all over, but maybe that's Snarky's ideal or like main objective, super objective would be to become cordial and not being perceived as snarky because it just makes him sad.
Yeah, I think Snarky's misunderstood.
Okay, so I'm going to start with a felt puppet in the style of Jim Henson.
I just think it relates to a lot of students, right? What they're going through, whether in school or after school, they have their, moments or phases, and I think it's a good topic to kind of, discuss or break down and relate to actually what students would go through. I feel like.
Okay, so yeah, let's. So behind his snarky exterior is a soft and relatable and slightly sad demeanor that connects to problems students typically have or something like that. I'm making up words. You guys, I think if we all three do our own prompt, that could be kind of interesting and see what we come up with. And we can just, since I'm already, I think I'm sharing my Slack, we can just put it in. Oh, I closed it. Never mind. I'm not sharing it. Am I sharing anything? I'm sharing my screen, right?
You are sharing it, but if you want, you can also share that prompt, whether it's through XDMs or if you have the Slack app open, just so we can.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Maybe branch off it a little bit.
Yeah. Said demeanor that connects problems students typically can relate to. I don't know what that's going to come up with, but yeah, let me generate and then I'll just share this little prompt. Has Flux gotten faster?
Now you're on balance, right? So let's step it up a notch and go for a better one. So let's try, any of those. Try each one if you like. They're pretty. Ultra.
Okay.
Now
I'm gonna go ultra. Yeah, I should have been a little bit more systematic, but let me put this in. I'm gonna put this prompt in Slack, and you guys can
play around with it.
Play around with it. Thank you. I left my participle dangling.
Oh God!
My computer is being so. Oh wait, what happened? Did it? Whoa! That's not a platypus, is it? that is a certain flavor of ultra.
It looks like it has a little pig nose.
I know. All right, here's Pro 1, and I'm pulling Slack back open. My computer is so slow because thoughts become Chrome tabs. That is the first thing we need to have in our merch store. It really is that.
Oh my God.
Okay, so here's the prompt coming in the Slack Singlingables channel.
Just wait till you see that next generation.
Oh boy. Ah! That looks like E.T.
Oh my gosh.
Ouch. Oh, this is amazing. Yeah, I mean, models matter. Why is it a turtle? Okay, let's go like this. Let's see what happens. And then there's also these inference steps and guidance scales, which
you could try.
Is that a mole person?
So try increasing the inference. Let's see what we get.
Okay, yeah. I like to hover around there. And then guidance scale, I usually don't bring it up past, like this 1/3. Is that it's like a baby camel otter.
Oh, we got Rutro. Hey, Rutro.
Hi guys, so sorry I'm
hi.
late.
No
Ruh-roh.
worries. What is this? That's not a platypus.
It's cute though, whatever
It
it is.
is really cute.
And it looks snarky.
It's they all at least have snarky, really well crafted. I'm not worried about text anymore. All right, I'm gonna try this. Since we upped the inference and guidance, I want to see Ultra again. This is so funny.
So
Are you
Julie,
feeling heard? This one looks like a pelican. Sorry, go ahead, Rutro.
I was like, oh my God, Julie, oh my God, what an awesome job. I mean, so cool.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
all of the we're
website
getting
was
more monkey. All right, so obviously this is a problem with the prompt. So I'm just gonna take off a lot of this, a lot of everything. So I'm just gonna do baseline. A felt puppet in the style of Jim Henson's. Oh, maybe because I didn't give the actual reference of a platypus with a pink shirt. Okay, let's see what that does. This might actually be a platypus now, instead of whatever these. I love these, but we've got camels, monkeys, oxalotls.
the other
That
one
one
looks
looks like a dodo bird.
I know this one. Yeah. Is this a mouse? It's a mouse bear.
that's hilarious.
All right, I'm gonna go back to balance. Well, here let's go to realism. We'll do the rest of these. I'll give these all a shot because it's so interesting. I've never really played around with a lot of them.
How about if you put the platypus, the first wood, a felt puppet of a platypus in the style of, would it help or I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, it's gonna get us closer than this. Yeah. My prompting got a little random. A felt puppet. I'll just say platypus. Puss in the style of Jim Henson's Muppet with a pink T-shirt that says Snarky. Okay, let's see what that does with it. At least now, platypus is in the forefront of what this is. It just got a mouse with wider eyes. I'm gonna go for balanced. What? Oh, schnell. That's German for fast.
Do you think it just got stuck and if like you just started like a whole new one over? I don't know.
I don't know. That usually isn't the case, is it, Nick? Like they don't reference each other like it would in an LLM chat, do they?
No.
Okay, so it's all.
I'm used to my co-pilot Dolly. You always have to do that.
Oh, that's right.
I put a prompt in Slack, and what mine came up with, I don't know.
Oh, let's see.
Kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, so far Grok has been giving some really great things. We can do some image to image stuff with what originally. Let me see if I can. Since I'm sharing, I may as well just go ahead and toggle over to share things in Slack. Oh my gosh, I don't want to open Slack app. All right. This one's kind of cute. I mean, I don't know what that is. It's like a baby vulture mouse.
Mm-hmm.
I do like it, and
it's
it
very
really
cute.
Yeah,
I think I don't know, Nick. Maybe part of your backstory is you have all of these really snarky characters, and you were the only platypus in the village, and you had to go find your own way. Go your own way.
That's so
all right. So here we're in. See, this is back to what we started with. Here's Snarky. As this was the video that I prompted in VO2, which is he's judging these guys for instead of talking to each other, like being on a phone. So that was a judgy, snarky moment. And let's see, I want to see what Julie put in. I like this one. I like it a lot, but that's not a platypus.
No, it doesn't look like a platypus.
Okay. So let me. I'm gonna try and find one of my snarkies that I made in Grok, and we can use it as a base image, maybe. Snarky.
So, what do you think, Robert? What else can we add to this backstory for Snarky Platypus? You have any ideas?
I guess he could be sort of like a semi-bully in the forest, you know, and be sort of picky. Like, you're not making the coffee right. You're not. I don't know.
I love it. Here, I'm gonna actually just go to.
I put another one in Slack. This is the exact same prompt, but with Grok.
Okay. And I'm gonna actually go to Fluxcraft, which is actually what I typically use. But just what is different? It's the balanced. Yeah, that's why. Because I'm gonna use my prompt. And then generate balance. So let's see what Julie came up with. Oh, that's kind of cute. Here, let me take you guys with.
Ah, I like that.
Now that one looks like a platypus.
Yeah.
It looks more like in this Muppet puppet world that we're creating.
He just needs to be more snarky.
We just gotta hone in the snarky.
How do you make a bill? Like, is that what you call it? A bill? Snarky.
I'm not quite sure. This is what the balanced model came up with. Also very cute.
Oh.
Wow, we're these were some unforeseen roadblocks. I'm gonna take yours as a base image, Julie, because I really like that, and then I'm gonna do an image to image just in the Flux balanced model. And again, if you're watching this, we're using Pixio. It's one of Tech in School Initiative's incredibly incredible suite of tools. And it's like half the battle. The other half is my AI tutor. And I'm really excited to now be having experience and access to both APIs, the AI tutor API, and oh, cute. This is that from you too, Julie?
Yeah, there's another one.
Nice.
What are your thoughts on that? Yeah, did you guys have fun?
Yes.
This week.
Yes.
It was so cool. It was such a crazy day work-wise because I was doing an open mic and then I had to present for a program in California, and then I had to go pick up my daughter. So actually, when I was on there, I left my computer on top of my car in the parking ramp. Because I don't know if you remember, Ross said like Dan's in an elevator, and so you guys went to somebody, and then so I just left my computer on top of the car, promptly forgot about it, and exited the parking ramp, and I did not notice it was on my car, and it was still open, mind you. It was open to my my Pixio machine page, and Comfy UI was just like out there for all to see. And I stopped at the ramp to get on the highway, and my computer slid down my windshield. And I was looking at this machine. I'm like, I'm still logged in. So, I'm so glad I didn't get on the highway without.
At least it fell forward and not in the back.
And it just gently coasted down my windshield, and it was really funny because then I came back on, and that's when I was driving on the way to get my daughter, and I'm like, I'm driving right now, I'm on the highway, and Ross was like, does he just want to talk or something? I'm like, yes, I just want to explain where I'm at. But yeah, I got it working, and it was really, really cool, and actually easier in my opinion, just out of the box than my last experience. So
yeah, I added another one. Look at this one. See what you think in Slack.
I can't believe that happened to you. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty. Oh my gosh, that looks like, first of all, like Perry the Platypus from Phineas and Ferb.
That one
that's
is
it's
so
a
fun.
little too close, but I love it. But yeah, here I have this other one saved. I'm gonna do. I apparently can't tell stories. In the age of the storyteller, I love Sarah's comment on that. By the way, I can't tell stories and drive flux at the same time. Apparently. All right, and I always remember to professionally label your image, like mine, image 22.
Pro tip.
Pro tip. Yeah, seriously, I'm getting better at labeling things because I've experienced the catastrophe that is not labeling things when you're really get into a workflow. So I think the first person that told me that was Sharon. Pretty sure. Oh my gosh, this is Snarky the naked mole rat. Very cute. Yeah, I'm trying to find one of the ones that I made on X because they were actually quite close to what was in the video. Nick, are you making any Snarkies?
I am
Okay.
just jumping around with your prompt to different models, and they're hilarious. I'm gonna post them.
Yeah, if you want to share some in Slack, I'm gonna try and find the one that I made on X. I made a whole series of them. I might just make another one.
Did you use Julie's as a reference to create one, or no?
No, this is here. I'll make one on X right now. It actually did a really good job of it was very simple and it was fairly consistent for at least like 2 weeks, but I know Grok 3 is going to be a little bit different. So I'm just a second. Oh, I know the word. Okay. The word that I used all the time on X. Let me try it here. It's my favorite word. Does everyone remember my favorite A word?
Yes, but I can't say it.
Awesome.
Anthropomorphic.
Yeah. That one.
That one. That's the one. Okay, a felt puppet in the style of Jim Henson. Oh, a felt anthropomorphic platypus. That has to be a song lyric too. Anthropomorphic platypus. Anthropo.
And I think we gotta fine tune this prompt a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I noticed when you do sad, it kind of like takes over. So I think we have to like maybe change it to angry.
How about
Maybe
bitter?
Put the like I did, arms crossed, one eyebrow cocked.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is what anthropomorphic did.
Oh.
What is this? It looks
like a baby dinosaur.
It's like a baby. Yeah, it's like Littlefoot from Land Before Time. But his little eyeballs are like embroidered. It's adorable.
You ever watch? Of course you have. But you ever watch the gecko from Geico?
No. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he looks like that too. So maybe I just need to. Let me do it. The other thing I did is I didn't say felt puppet in the style of Jim Henson's. I just called it a Muppet. We just had that discussion last time about intellectual property and everything. It's just a reference. An anthropomorphic platypus, anthropomorphic platypus, anthropomorphic.
Like something in claymation, right? You can't really copyright that. Claymation.
Well, but they can copyright Muppet.
Can you though?
I mean, that's there's a whole like plot line in one of the new Muppet movies. Well, yeah, that didn't work.
It's plastic, doesn't it?
It is plastic. I'm just gonna take anthropomorphic back out, see what happens. Why does it think this is a platypus? I don't understand. So let's play with this. Oh, you know, this is the other thing. Take the image strength down. I don't know why I had it so high. Because actually I found it's counterintuitive. The lower the image strength, the more close it is to the image. See, I have the image strength that's pretty low. This is Julie's image, and it's very, very close. So now I'm just going to kind of slowly creep the image strength back up, guidance scale back up a little bit. But one of the things I did too, once upon a time, see, this is it's basically just copying the image. One of the things I did is I took a lot of these parameters and I put them into AI Tutor, and I said, all right, Pixio had these parameters. What do they do? And how can I utilize sculpting them? So that's always an option, is we can do that as well. See, it's basically just saying like, yeah, you just want that image.
I threw a few images in Slack.
Oh my gosh, now it's a koala.
Oh my god. I got
That's really cute.
an interesting one. So
okay,
when you and you kind of, you know, have it refined a little bit, you do get some interesting results as well.
Oh, see, this one I love.
I think that's adorable.
That's probably the best. And I love how it's got like this like really neatly stitched t-shirt. What do you think, Nick? I mean,
let me see. The sad one, yeah.
The sad one.
That looks really good, and I just added that one too.
Oh, is this a video?
No, it's an image.
This looks like something out of The Nightmare Before Christmas, though. Or like Corpse Bride. It's very Tim Burton.
Well, I added the prompt there. Maybe let's see if I added it. Vulnerability, please.
Ooh, no. You know, another good thing to do too. I'm gonna go ahead and go to. Sorry, go ahead, Nick. No, you were saying something.
You're good. You're good.
I'm gonna go ahead and just go to my AI Tutor, and I like to have Perplexity with Sonar Reasoning help me make prompts for Flux. And it does a really good job at instructing some parameters based on what it thinks I want. So it's a little bit more finely tuned.
Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. We just need to tweak it just a little bit, and I think we'll get it. But I really do like that sad one. It's just...
It is cute.
Funny.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go multi-bot.
I like the one that I like the sad one, and I like the one that Julie did with the yellow beak.
Wait, the yellow beak? I don't think I.
Yeah,
let me go
you
back
just
to this tab.
He looked sad, I think, or something.
Oh yeah. Oh, like this one.
Yeah,
I really like that one too. Yeah,
or the one above it, I think.
Yeah, this one is way too much. Phineas and Ferb.
The next one's really funny too.
That one.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites. That's the one I took as a base image for some of my prompts. Oh, that's a whole different story with that one. That's like a little bit. Yeah, it's very Big Bird face, but it's also like the eyebrows. Those are some eyebrows on that beast.
So true.
Okay, let me AI Tutor.
It's like Snarky the platypus who has to program all day.
Yeah. I think, maybe that one could be yours. Like you commiserate, like, and you got to put some of those like blue glasses, the screen glasses on, eye protecting glasses. Then, I mean, that's match made in heaven.
That's true.
will give me a Muppet style. And this is, again, AI Tutor. This is where I go 7 or 8 times a day for just all sorts of things. But I have graduated to multibot. I think you guys should be proud from the normal premium AI tutor that I was using before.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I had to also go through that transition.
It was huge, but I kept hearing people talk about it. I'm like,
they're like, this is the next, this is the next app. I'm like, okay, I'm always down to relearn, and all UI is relatively the same. There's just you just got to get in the habit of things. But we also did keep AI Tutor Premium on the deprecated apps. So at any point, if you're feeling nostalgic, you can.
Yeah, but the word deprecated has a lot of ethos to it. Like that is just like
it'll be there. Just it won't have the stuff.
Yeah.
That's the word they use in the software industry. Yep.
Deprecated. It sounds like depraved.
It basically means dying slowly.
Amazing. Well, it literally
no longer
means no support. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There you go.
Pink t-shirt that says snarky. Oh, capital. Snarky. All right. Let's see what Perplexity has for an idea for a prompt. Oh, shoot. I didn't say for Flex. If I interrupt it, will it yell at me?
No, you could always stop it and.
It's done already. I'm going to say, okay, brah, let's make this optimized for Flux. It's thinking. Well, I like how the thinking now you can expand it, but it stays in this little box. That is a brilliant UI feature. I bet David is proud.
I mean, I love that feature. Seeing how it's going about that response is really, really helpful.
Yeah, but I mean, I love how now in your UI, it's not automatically there because it's something you can just unfold and then okay, that's what it was thinking. A Muppet style entrepreneur fighter. Okay, core subject.
What's good about multibot, if you have Ultra or Beam V3, you can actually try all the newest models that are out now, which is super, super fun, very useful, great for coding as well. So if you're interested, please let me know and I can show you how to get to it and add it to your models.
Look at this. It looks like a squirrel mated with a platypus.
I sort of like it. And then we can make him a caffeinated platypus.
Caffeinated platy-squirrel. Let's see. Why did that? Let's see. I'll get rid of it gave these technical specs. Cartoonish platypus anatomy with oversized duckbill. What's this hex code? Oh, is that the color? That's the hex code for the color?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
And a beaver tail. Okay. That's not a beaver tail. That's a fuzzy squirrel tail.
Try just regenerating. Let's see if it gets that beaver tail.
You know what? I think this canceled out. It says gray faux fur texture. That's probably it. But let's go ahead and regenerate and see what it comes up with on a second attempt.
Always good rule of thumb is regenerate and see if it actually. Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah. Well, now it looks okay. So I'm going to get rid of that line. This is part of it too. This is where we just don't accept everything AI gives us and be like, it did it wrong. Like, well, give it some help.
That's true.
Okay, expressive eyes with white embroidered pupils and magenta eyelash detailing. That's kind of cool. Costume details. It's in V-neck cotton tee. I'm gonna say pink V-neck because it forgot pink. Screen printed with snarky in Comic Sans. Let's go get with the times, New Roman.
Isn't Pantone pink?
Is what? Pinatone?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that
Pantone 7. I don't know. I've never heard of that. I guess it did have pink. Well, maybe let's leave that and see if it does anything different. Distressed denim overalls, but we don't want overalls because, well, first of all, platypi don't wear pants. No, but overalls would cover snarky. So what if we do distressed denim jeans? Because I guess the platypus can wear pants. Yellow rubber boots with mud splatter effects. What do you think about that, Nick? What's your footwear for snarky?
Some Crocs.
Crocs. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. What color Crocs? Yellow Crocs.
Yellow Crocs, yeah.
Yeah, you want yellow or what color?
I'm down for that.
Yellow Crocs for footwear. Pose and personality. I do like how it's giving us all of these different parameters. You know, it's a lot more specific and not leaving things up to chance. Dynamic 3/4 stance with right paw in talk show host gesture. Left webbed foot kicked outward in a playful motion blur. How about in a playful position? Because we don't want to blur it if this is going to be a base image. Eyebrows arched in sarcastic expression with tongue slightly protruding. And the environment, puppet workshop background with felt clouds and foam core mountains. What do you think? Where do you want to be? Do you want to be at a computer? Do you want to be in like a high rise on a gondola? Like, probably don't want you in the puppet workshop. That's too breaking the fourth wall too much.
That's a good question. I don't know. I like the computer idea. Of course, there's the typical, dams.
How about computer tech dungeon?
Yeah, that's perfect. Actually, I love that.
Okay, I love it.
I like your last one, Nick in Slack. That's cute.
Look, go check it out, Dad. It's too funny.
Okay. Remind me I'm on visible marionette strings. I don't think we want visible marionette strings. That's a problem. These you need to be more autonomous. Oh my gosh, Nick. I love this one. That deserves wow. That's awesome. And a platypus is a mammal, right? It's a mammal that lays eggs. This is so strange. How did we even get here? How did we get to this point with a platypus? I don't remember the story. Okay, so
Ruh-roh needs a backstory too, right?
The what?
Ruh-roh also needs a backstory.
Ruh-roh needs a backstory. I think Ruh-roh is next. Let's get out the visible marionette strings because that seems kind of silly. You're not a marionette. You're a le moupette. Negative prompt, low contrast, malformed bill, extra limbs, blurry text, unnatural fur texture. No, we kind of want unnatural fur texture, right? Let's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, try it. We could always
okay, let's see what happens with this. I don't know why it was giving like 2 of each. Why are there now 3? Wow.
Is it thinking you're gonna use it for video or something and giving you the side views and the back view?
I don't know, but look at this. This had like a this is a very
contorted.
It's a tragic act. Like this is a torso, and then this is the front. So what happened here? It's like his spine was made backwards in his torso. That's a really interesting challenge. I do like the jeans instead of the overall, but I have a feeling this just got too much detail. So Nick, I really like this one that you ended up with. What was your prompt for this?
So my prompt for that was, and it was with the Imogen craft. So Jim-esque felt puppet platypus full of personality. Imagine him caught mid eye roll, a classic smirk with fuzzy platypus bill. He's He's sporting a well-worn pink t-shirt, proudly declaring snarky. But look closer, past the sarcastic facade, his big puppet eyes hold a surprising depth of relatable melancholy, a
I
hint
see
of the
it.
slight sadness familiar to anyone navigating tricky situations like student life. Capture that signature Muppet blend, handcrafted felt. And then, because Imagine Craft has that character limit, that is where I stopped, which was actually really good. Both
I
of
like
them
it.
nice. Imagine Craft is
Yeah.
really
How can we, like, style wise, it doesn't quite match the rest of the characters. So if we look at Julie's website, that
we could try to upload it and see if that. Oh, but you know what? I also got another one. So when you go to Imagine Craft, there's two models. That was from Imagine 3 Fast model. So I'm trying just Imagine 3, which takes a little bit longer.
Okay.
Should have better detail. So check this one out and see if it's getting closer to what we want. One
All
second.
right.
It's coming right
Here,
now.
I really like that one. Let's see.
So this one looks like it has more of that realism for.
Oh my gosh, I loved. Oh, I got it. What Julie wrote. Deep down, every crash report taught Snarky resilience. He knows that a single typo can break your build or your day, but with the right patch and a dash of self-depreciating humor, you can always deploy again. Julie, that is so brilliant. I love that. Well, I'm not as in love with this one, but it's more Muppety. I love the eyes on the other one. Like it really captured that melancholy eye. That he's just like Eeyore. He's misunderstood.
And his feet are like that. Is that really how their feet? They're webby feet?
Yes.
Yeah, a platypus is the weirdest thing. So if you can imagine the weirdest mammal, that would be a platypus.
And I don't think he needs jeans or overalls.
No, I think he's got to have the no pants platypus, which should not be a song. Yeah, I don't know. I like them both. They're very similar. What if you made him look like that? I love that. Wow.
I love that the text on each generation is on point.
It's so good. Yeah.
So what we could do, if you like one of those, you can try maybe uploading it and see if it gets us that Muppet style that we're looking for.
So you mean like this? If I took this one and okay, so let me try that. Wow, Snarky, you've come a long way. We definitely have to drop. We can. I think next step would be to drop in the Snarky song and start, making some video in the Pixio editor.
Yeah.
So let's see. I'm just going to see what this random prompt that we kind of talked a little bit about, what it does with this image. It didn't change it much.
Can you just use Nick's that he created and then just say, make this more Muppetish? Muppet-like?
Yeah.
Yep. Make this more... I'm going to use those words, Rutro. Muppetish.
And I have no idea.
No, I think that's perfect. That you might have just. I usually get too complicated. Like that's my baseline. So
I do too. Too. I'm guilty
simple,
of that.
Always easy. Okay, so it's really thinking hard about this one. It's like, what the heck do you want me to do? We're way closer than this though. The axolotl-esque monkey camel. Or this looks like this looks like a cartoon toucan in a way.
It's almost like a coyote-ish kind of thing.
Oh my gosh, Nick!
It's a male man.
Welcome to the family, my son. How did
Look at the hands?
Oh my gosh! Wow, I almost sent it to the gallery. Why not? Let me do something different. Let's. Actually, I'm going to use a different model. I'm going to use ImagineCraft because I really like what I've learned to do there. I'm going to edit. I'm going to choose a file. There's that one. And let's make this more a Muppet texture. Muppet felt puppet texture. And I'll see what it does before I go masking. I'm still sharing, right? I haven't been checking.
Yep.
Okay, so now, yeah, I want to click this. I'm just going to do the whole thing.
Okay.
Why not?
And then you could also maybe try after this, if it doesn't get it, the remix option, see if that also.
Oh, what's this remix option you speak of?
So it doesn't give you the masking ability, and it just pretty much
Okay.
takes the whole image. The
All right.
customize. We'll see.
Let's see. I do like how it's this little vignette. Like the lighting is really good on this one.
You know,
We found it. That's perfect. It's so close.
So the mask definitely played a part in that. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Let's see
Okay,
what.
so customize.
Okay,
And
now
then I have to re-choose a file, right?
Yeah, the same file.
That was really funny. I love playing with these tools because you never know what you're gonna get.
Do you guys have favorites where you're generating more images or videos? Because I'm normally with videos, so with images, it's fun to see how they turn out.
I do a lot more videos too. I do motion craft ultra. That's my favorite, just because you can have director mode.
Well, I just added some new stuff for the videos.
Oh, sweet. Let's
But when we get
style.
there,
We want style, right? We want to remix the style.
Yeah.
Okay, so make this more about like a Muppet texture, and we'll see how it does. This is some A/B testing compared to ImagineCraft Edit with the in-painting and mask that gave a little like scary Halloween thing, whatever that is.
Or maybe we could take Nick's image and match it up with one that looks Muppet-like but sort of sad. You know, the prompt from that one, because it has the Muppet feel, and mash it with that.
That's why we need to create a Laura with all of our characters that we have.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you, let's say, generate a platypus, it will have that style and feel, which is really useful. For character.
I think that may have to be next week's focus, is because I made Laura's for.
Have you guys played around with Laura's?
I made one for Susie a while ago, but I don't know what I ever did with it.
But you have to get one that you like first off.
Well, you can have one character, for example, or you can have all the characters. So what I did was, when I was making claymation, I took 10 to 20 images of claymated characters, so that anything I generated, let's say it was actually combined two Lauras. I put myself lore of myself and the lore of the claymation style, and then it made me as a claymation character, which is it was really spot on.
Oh, that's really cool.
So it did that. It created
Yeah. Well, yeah, at the other one, I don't know if it failed or not. It's still referencing the same image. But yeah, this is when I said make this more like a Muppet felt puppet texture. And then I put in Muppets or felt puppet style, and it failed.
Okay, so try doing subject in this case. Let's see what happens if it understands the subject and if it gets the prompt that we're trying to do.
Okay, so there it is. I'm saying made of felt. I mean, I like the lighting. It's a little bit more washed out in the background. I actually like the first one better because it's more like a vignette. This one did that. It's doing a lot with just like the background lighting.
So yeah, okay. Try giving it that prompt, the longer prompt, just to see if our prompt.
Which one? Like what longer prompt?
So in Slack, you could just grab one of those longer prompts and see if it.
Oh, one of these? Oh my goodness! Look what Julie's doing.
Wow, that's actually really good.
That is really good. He just needs a t-shirt.
That gives me Ice Age vibes. It's really, really good on that character. Yeah, scroll up a little more.
Oh my! I didn't see this one.
That one. That one's cute.
I like that one too. Yeah, but that it still needs that. This is like that almost acrylic style. Okay, so this.
Any of those prompts should work.
Okay, so let's go back. All right, so it's still referencing that one. Still my favorite of the day. Just kidding. I don't know, that like the red around the eyes is just like a little alarming. Yeah, it's still, I mean, I like the details that it gave it. It gave it kind of a brighter look, but
all I know is that definitely needs some snarky t-shirt merch after.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's iconic. It's this pink t-shirt that just says snarky. I would wear one. Like I may just, next time I come to New York, I'm gonna wear one. I'll bring you one. We'll put on the merch store.
Hey guys, can you hear me? Yep. My daughter-in-law, she makes t-shirts and she has a DTF machine, and my son and daughter-in-law are getting ready to open up a print shop, so we can get hooked up with some shirts.
Oh my gosh, yes please, that's awesome. And I think we need to find like this one. I just put in your prompt.
Okay, so share that screen.
So whoops! What screen am I sharing?
Slack.
Okay, whoops. So this is
okay. So alternate a little bit.
Yeah, but yes, I mean, let's see if we can we. Jim Henson, full of personality. Imagine him caught mid eye roll. Where is it talking about texture? Jim Henson-esque felt puppet platypus. Let's go. I know we're being bad. I contradicted myself, but I'm going to say Muppet platypus.
Also, I want to try after this. Go to creative and see if we can. Oh wow, did it really good.
I like that. That's fun. I like the color, like this teal blue color, but that might be still too close to Phineas and Ferb, which is a very well-known character in that exact shade of blue. He almost kind of looks like Sully from Monsters Inc. though.
Try creative. Let's see if creative it gives us hit images, go to view all.
Where's creative upscale?
Creative O2, so not that one.
Oh,
even though that one, actually, you know what? Try it. Why not? Hit upscale. What's cool about this is you can actually incorporate a style. So, for example, you'll click on where it says select tool.
Oh, I'm glad we're doing this because these are tools I've never used before. I'm trying to.
Yep. So towards the middle, there's a select tool button.
Hang on, I'm trying to upload it. It's not letting me.
Okay. But even before you upload it, let's try to maybe select tool first, because then it might disappear. So we don't know.
Oh, right. We'll select tool.
As you can always do it again. Okay, so style transfer. You see that? So we can take one of our styles that we have, and we have our uploaded image that you already have. So,
I like this. Yeah.
So let's try grabbing one of any of the images that we already have and upload it to the style.
Yeah, I have the one that you did first. That was a really good style. It had the right, that he wasn't wearing any clothes. Let's see.
But you can also take any, let's say, it could be of Lucy. It could be any of the characters.
Oh yeah. No, that would be better probably to.
And then we'll take that style and hopefully. Keep contact.
Where is that? Oh yeah, I have to just go to files and. We could take the squirrel.
Yeah, the squirrel, good too.
Oh my gosh, we have so many images in this. Oh, here, let me show you. Like, since we've been putting these all in Slack, they just populate in our files in the project page, which is awesome. So we have all these permutations of Snarky.
Oh wow,
which is so really cool. Just like. And that's the one that I was going to use. That could be a possibility. That really could be a contender. I have to load more. Oh, we could take this one. Sharon's character was really close. That was very felt puppety.
Try.
Let's go with it. Yeah.
We have to first see if it can do it.
Yeah. Okay. So, and I'm gonna. I think after I'm in probably about the next 12 minutes, I'm gonna have to make like a bread truck and hull buns. Style transfer. Choose image. That one. You're welcome, Sharon. You're being featured. Style strength. We want pretty high, right?
Yeah.
And then structure. What's structure strength?
So keeping it like the actual the structure of the image, the uploaded image. So we'll see right now.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
The toggles.
I'll just
now
I pushed the button. Sorry.
Normally we would want to add maybe just a positive prompt. Let's see if it does it regardless. Let's see. I haven't used this specific tool in a while.
What's this tool called?
This is upscale.
Okay.
A creative upscale, I think. It's on the bottom left of when you hit the view all.
Because it actually does upscale it too, so it will be a higher quality image. When you'll see the before and after as well, so you'll have a slider in the middle to see if it did what we want. It's really good for, let's say you have like a painting of Van Gogh, and then you're trying to add that style to whatever you want.
Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So that
So
it's going to take all the elements in it as well, right? So it'll, like in one of Sharon's character, there's this felt puppet, but it also had kind of like a portrait, like a neutral backdrop behind it. So that might color it a little bit. Okay, it's, oh, whoa. Oh, I like this.
okay.
Well, that got special. I mean, it did a good job. If we ever want to make a quilt of, let's see.
Yeah, it's sort of like a mixture of like a yarn versus that quilt kind of thing.
I love this feature, like the AB. So cool. Wow, wow, wow.
And it probably definitely took a lot of that style strength too. So we might want to lower it. But
yeah, okay.
But
And then we can do a prompt too, right?
yeah, you can do a prompt too. And if you want, you could open up another tab while this goes and go to Creative O2 and see if that gets us what we want.
Okay. You got me open up multiple tabs. Thoughts become Chrome tabs. Thanks so much.
I wouldn't be surprised if your computer just started slowing down right now.
It actually, it's feeling it. I'm getting rid of my AI tutor window. Feeling the heat. Yeah. Well, remember, it's had an epic journey this week, Nick. It slid down my windshield before I entered a highway. It was scared.
I can't. I've definitely done that with like coffee.
But not a computer. Not a $3,000 computer.
The funny thing is, imagine, you were, the camera was on, and then we just saw like a view above your car.
That would have been funny. It would have been from Ross saying, Dan's in an elevator to Dan's in a car, and we're not. But you would have seen like the streets of Spokane, from the library to the highway as well. So maybe I shouldn't be saying this online. I'm like incriminating myself. I don't think it was a crime. It was just a really stupid moment. Okay, so what do I do here? This is different.
So the remix.
Remix, okay.
Let's try that.
Here's my file. And this is what we're doing so well with our naming conventions. This is called ImagineCraft 17451884137.png. That's the one we want. And the image weight. That's the reference image weight, like how close to the original image. We probably want to do something like 75, right? Because we really okay. And what should we do for a prompt? Like that one I grabbed from Slack?
Yeah, sure.
There it is. Okay. Let's remix and let's check back on our other friend. We've definitely hit the sandbox today for sure. All right, so I like this tool because it's like, here's the reveal. That's perfect. Nailed it. Oh,
He looks a little bit royal.
That's hilarious.
Like a little royalty.
This could be an NFT.
So
all right, let's see what this one looks like. Well, this one also turned out kind of special.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it looks. Is he licking the top of his bill with his red felt tongue?
I think so.
That's what it looks like. I like the textures that it gave it.
Yeah, I definitely see it.
I'm gonna download that one. I'll put that in Slack so we can. I'll download the other one too, just for funsies.
Oh my god!
The other
one's too crazy.
Yeah, it looks like what you would find if you were detangling hair and carpet from a vacuum. That's what this texture is. This is called what's in the vacuum after you're done.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna download that bad boy. All right. So I wish I would have done the first one. Is that one in a history somewhere? Or does this one not have a history?
Yeah, no, this one does not. This was
Okay,
one of
maybe
the.
I'll just hit back. No, we go here. I do like this one. I like all of these, especially this one. This is the crowning achievement for the day.
Oh my God.
That is so platypus. All right. This has been a lot of
It
fun.
looks like a hot dog man or something.
He does. Something like that. I don't know. Were you watching the stream when we were talking about these characters? Here, let me share this, and then I gotta head out. But here's all our files. Oh, here's the T-shirt that I was talking about at the beginning.
Oh my God,
There.
Ross.
This is. We need to get this in real life for Ross. That is so perfect. This would sell off the shelf. I mean, it would just. I think everyone in ITT and TSI community would need one. Pretty sure. I do love this this Julie design.
Oh,
for
wow.
the logo.
Oh,
Isn't
I
that
like
gorgeous?
that. Oh, yeah.
And the note that I gave was marquee, which I think is just incorporated beautifully.
That was really good. You gotta copyright the trademark.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. So Rutro, these are the little critters that Julie has been prompting all day. I think you've probably seen them in Slack.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, and so
They're
this
so awesome.
is, you know, these are the originals. This is what 3 and 4 year olds drew.
I know, they're so cute.
Like, yeah, they great? And then the Betty Boop one, that's different. I think, yeah, the history goes up. So I think, let's see, what was one? I really love this one a lot. He's jumping on a trampoline.
I was telling Julie earlier, actually, before we went live. That's the one I really didn't like as much because of the teeth. It looked very scary, and it was just too funny.
Yeah, and I do have a knack for picking the ones that you guys think are silly and crazy.
I like the Superman girl.
This one's cute. This one's that's not even snarky. That's like, what's my line?
So I would say it's safe to say, so next week, when we have our session, we should learn how to make Allura.
Yes.
Then we could try just prompting and seeing if we get that style that we're looking for.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So let's pick up the last showcase. This is what Julie's been up to in the background, which I like this one too. That one's almost like you could buy that stuffed animal. And there's backstory ideas. Let's the hackathon hero, the abandoned AI experiment, the robotics club reject, the virtual reality escape, the understudy turned star. Nick, you got to read all these backstories and then decide which one you really speaks to you, because that's awesome.
I will.
Look at this.
Oh my God.
He looks like he's gonna pummel someone. I love it. That's like some sassy snark right there. Is this? All right, I think we have to make one with those blue glasses, like that are screen protector glasses. I do love how this one has 2 different color eyes and monkey fingers. There's something that's really endearing about this character, though. Like, kind of a smart aleck.
Yeah, I like that one.
I think this is one of my favorite expressions. Like, if this one had a pink T-shirt that says snarky, and that's what you can use the upscaler for too, right? Like, you can use different clothing models and everything. You take the exact same character, they can put it in a different pose, and then yeah, and then we can have, we got to have Snarky going down the runway. Challenge, video challenge.
All right.
So yeah, I think why don't just for call to action and to kind of close this chapter, I think all of us should maybe just play around with making some snarky videos and just we can combine those throughout the week into a little music video, because then I think Laura would be a perfect thing to learn next week. That's something that I've been wanting to get for each of these characters.
Awesome.
Just to build that consistency.
And if you guys want to go and check out the stuff, just visit the Pixio beta link and until it's fully published. If you want to try the new video models.
Sweet. Oh, this has been great. Let's see, where's the window with StreamYard? Oh, there it is. Okay. Now, yeah, I can actually see myself. I was just looking at Snarky for almost 2 hours.
This has been fun.
It has been.
We'll definitely, if you find any tasks or anything that you want to include in the Slack, just note those down, and we'll try to tackle them as we go.
Yeah, and also call to action for Sharon and Morgan. You guys have to come up with your title, your company title, as we get incorporated. Here we go. I mean, that we didn't really dwell on that too much as we were talking, but I think that's a really good thing to round out the conversation about that. Once again, we are people that did not know each other before this internet connection through TSI and ITT, Tech in Schools Initiative, and the Innovators Think Tank. And now, this has been such a joyful collaboration, in this whole Singalingables project. So I can't wait to see where it goes. And I think that's one of the important things that the discussion we can start having is what does the business model look like? And that's something that I'm really just keenly tuned to myself this year in making these artistic collaborations for the joy of it, but also looking at learning more about the business piece and how we can create different structures that will protect rights, that will be monetizable, that will be fair. Because we just to round it out, like we have an opportunity now where we actually will be having some income come in, with some music video projects. So now it's the discussion of what does that all look like? What is this look like as a business, which until you hit that moment, it doesn't seem real, but the would be, could be, should be opportunities become this, that, and the other plan, and to have that, to have that blueprint and that that intention and that I guess the clarity. It really goes. Clarity is the most important piece, because then everybody knows what is expected, and they also know what income and splits and everything like that looks like before it starts happening. I just in the music industry and the film industry, I've seen so many friendships and relationships and business partnerships be torn apart because they just don't have simple conversations. Like splits, like percentages, like tax awareness, like what does this look like as a 1099? We're not W-2s, we're 1099s. Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for just a lot of fun as always, and we'll keep having those behind the scenes discussions and everything. And I can't wait until we get into Laura Land next week.
Awesome. And thank you so much, Dan, for doing this. This has always been a pleasure. And I think it's a great way to showcase what you can actually accomplish when you're empowered by all these amazing tools. So
Absolutely.
This is, part of it is an adventure to see how far we can take it. And this is such a fun time,
Yeah.
Seeing how to go through the entire process. And I think everyone's creative in their own way. And I think this is a good way to see whether you're creating merch or whether you're creating a show. This is different times we live in. So I truly believe that you can collaborate with people from all around the world and create something really magical.
Yeah, well said. Well said. And with that, I would say, everybody go make a beautiful rest of the weekend. It's just starting, and we'll see you guys next week.
And happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Yes.
And yeah,
happy Good Friday.
Good. I'm about to head to the Good Friday service. I have to get ready for church right now. So time to report to choir in about a half an hour. So, all right. Well, we'll see you guys. And
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a good
Happy
week.
Easter.
Bye.
Bye.